Most women do not marry down in status. They marry up. And if you don't believe me, show me a rich white woman married to a broke-ass black man.
So what he's basically saying is that black women should not marry broke black men either. Y'all should marry up in status. And if y'all can't find any black men that are up in status, what I'm getting is Dr. Umar is telling y'all should marry outside of your race or not get married at all. That's your only options.
Have you ever seen a rich white woman marry a broke-ass black man? No, you have not, and you never will. Because marriage ain't about love, it's not colorblind, and it is totally economic. So if marriage is an economic unification in a contract, how can we, who don't have enough already, give so much to the white woman and to white people who have already taken too much when we got all these black women out here who will never get married? Only 1 out of every 4 black women in America will ever taste marriage. And half of them who taste marriage will be divorced within 5 years. If you want to save the black family, you have to protect it. And in order to protect it, you have to be against interracial marriage.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Somebody Come Listen to This podcast. This is your host, Nava. So this is somebody's son, Dr. Umar, talking about what rich white women won't do. They don't marry down in status. But he'll turn around and be on the podcast telling black women that they need to marry down. He'll tell black women that we need to give broke men $700 a month until they get to where they need to be. Y'all, if y'all still out here listening to Dr. Umar, I know most of his following is black women. I cannot, once again, I cannot talk to anybody, male or female, that would listen to Dr. Umar about anything. So before we get into this video, y'all, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. I would appreciate it very much. But let's get into this video of Dr. Umar asking this woman if she would sponsor one of y'all's sons and give him $700 a month, basically be his welfare system until he gets on his feet and does better and decides to leave her. He didn't say all that, but I added that. That's an ad lib, but pretty much that's what they do. If you help them out, they'll get on their feet because they think that they're too good for you and they don't want to be with you no more, and then they'll just leave you. But let's get into these videos and I'll be back after this.
Help me level up so I can become the person you want to marry. He's asking you to help him level up.
I think.
Let me tell you why you're reluctant. And I don't have a problem with your reluctance, but I want to explain something.
Okay.
And I want all my young sisters to hear me. A big difference between the snow bunny and the African queen is the snow bunny will find a black man in progress. She will find him on the job. She will find him on the university. And that snow bunny will see a black man with potential and she will invest in him.
I had to stop right here because y'all, this is why I said y'all need to stop listening to him, because everybody in the world knows that black women do the same exact thing. Black women will help black men from the ground up. Black women will give their all, including their life, to help black men do better. So y'all, this is why I cannot relate to any woman that is still listening to him and giving him money, because something is wrong. It's something wrong with y'all's minds. It is something wrong.
Up. And then when the sisters see him 5 years ago, 5 years later, he's a millionaire. And the sisters say, look at that sellout. He went and got a white girl. But guess what? When he was looking for a sister to help him level up, to invest in him, none of them wanted it. You know why? Too many black women want a finished product. Black women have to, stay with me. Black women have to stop expecting men to be a finished product. It's harder on us. Help him level
But
up.
what-
Stay with me. Help him level up and become what you need him to be. Because the big reason why these snow bunnies are running off with black men is they're meeting them when they have nothing, but they believe in their vision. And black women are waiting for him to cross the finish line. And by the time he crosses the finish line, the snow bunny done snatched him already.
I disagree.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
So Dr. Umar can come online and say stuff like this all the time, and you can see the mindsets of black people by just looking at the comments. You'll see a lot of women in there agreeing with him. You'll see a lot of men saying, yeah, they should help us. It's like, it's crazy because it's like, y'all know that black men always got something to say about black women being on welfare, us being the welfare queens, even though we aren't the ones that are on welfare the most. Y'all can look up the stats and see who is receiving the most welfare. It's not us. But it's crazy that they don't like welfare, but he's on here like publicly trying to convince black women to be their literal welfare system. Like, this is literally what he's saying. If you have a man that's doing bad, instead of this man going to get on welfare like he should, he's telling him to come to the black women so she can be his welfare system. Basically, that's what he's saying. So let's get back to the rest of the videos.
Hey y'all, what's up? Good afternoon, motherfuckers. I'm sitting here having me a little Aki and Sawfish, and I saw a Dr. Umar video, and he was on the podcast, and he said to the lady, if she was in love, had been with her man 2 years, and he wanted to start a business or whatever, will she give him $700 a month to help him get started? He asked this woman to reach down in her purse and get this man $700 a month. And she asked him, well, what's the guarantee? He said, there is no guarantee. So he wants you to give this man $700 willy-nilly, even if nothing comes of it. I'm going to tell you what my issue with this is. You are asking this woman in this day and age, in 2024, rolling into 2025, to help build a man. Why we as sisters can't get a man already built? We have the same 24 hours in each day. Why do we have to be asked to do something like that? Like, how can you take $700 from me, build up a company, but then you want to lead, but off of my dime? Please tell me how that works. Please tell me how that works. And why are we, especially sisters, always asked to build somebody up? Sir, why you cannot come already built? I can understand if we were two successful adults and decided that we wanted to go in business together and we were both contributing money to get said business started. But you want me to go out on a limb, put my neck on the line to help build a man up, and there's no guarantee that it's going to even work? What do y'all think about this? Leave me a comment. Let's talk about it. And don't forget to hit the follow button because I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
If you met a man who made half of what you made or a third of what you made, but he had a financial vision of an empire, a business, some sort of an entrepreneurial undertaking, and he needed you to help invest in his dream, and he gave you a definitive timeline. If you invest in me, I promise you what I'm going to build will equal where you are. Would you have a problem investing in him? Let's say he needed $700 a month.
Sounds like he's not looking for love, he's looking for a loan. You don't need a partner, you need a loan officer. When a man wants it, it's a woman standing by her man. It's a woman showing that she's worth all of this. Oh, they want to praise that. They put it all up on a pedestal. Oh, now that's a queen right there. But a woman can't even require dinner on a first date without being branded a gold digger. It's always the double standard of rules for thee, but not for me. Some men treat women like their relationship with you is a paid internship. Oh, they want to learn on the job and get paid for it. He was using 3-in-1 body wash when you met him. Now you got him dressing better, looking better. You helped him with his career, writing his resume, helped him get his first job, all of that. And then when he gets on his feet and he's good and established and he's a real catch for his dream girl, now all of a sudden things ain't working out. They go out of their way to create these false equivalencies and these scenarios to try to make women feel guilty. If they don't want a man they have to work with or they have to build up. But they're always trying to convince women to be a ride or die. And too many women have rode and died and got nothing for it. They're not risking it anymore. I don't care if you cross your heart, hope to die, pinky promise.
Let me just say, he's online. I'm about to show y'all this video, him talking about black male employment and how the American economy does not need black men. And then he'll make all of these videos and then sit up here and expect for black women to be like, oh, we'll take you and rescue you from the big the big white man. You're like, we see these videos. Everybody sees these videos. Like, hey, we're not blind. You're making videos showing the world how weak you are and that you're dominated and you're not needed in the country that's ran by other men. And then you sit there in our faces and try to tell us that we need to marry you and we need to help you because you're so conquered. Do you think we're stupid? Like, we're not stupid. Black women are some of the most educated women in the country. We might not be that smart when it comes to dealing with y'all, but we're not that stupid. Look at this video, y'all.
The question is, does Walmart have enough jobs, or do they have enough that they were willing to give to all the African-American males your age in that part of South Carolina? See, we also have to talk about opportunity, because we can say there's some jobs out there, but are there enough jobs for every African-American in America to fill? Of course not. And one of the reasons you have mass incarceration, one of the reasons you have police extermination of black males is because we're no longer needed for the American economy to function. This is the reality that black folks don't want to admit. We're not needed. We were brought here to serve. They don't need you in GMC. They don't need you in McDonald's. They have over 4 million undocumented illegal immigrants who are willing to work that job for less than minimum wage, no health benefits, no workers' comp, or none of that. That's why the illegal immigrants are allowed to stay in the country, so they can take the place of the lowest minority in this country, which is the African American.
You know what I feel too?
So to me, it's looking like Dr. Umar is wanting black women to save black men from this system, this economy that we all got brought into by force. That's what it's looking and sounding like. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. If I'm taking it wrong, let me know. But he's talking about all them immigrants. Trump is about to start deporting left and right. He's about to start getting them out of here. And who do you think those black jobs that he was talking about are going to go to? Those low-paying jobs that nobody wants to do? Who do you think, since we don't have a country to get shipped back to because of what happened, who do y'all think that he was? Y'all think Trump is crazy when he said that? Y'all think they don't have a plan for black people, for black men?
Having to build with someone always constantly is like you're always keeping tabs, tit for tat. Like, oh, well, I pay for this, or you need to pay for that, or I pay for this, or I did that. It's always going to be something thrown back up in the face and keeping tabs and whatnot. So you're going to argue more about money, even if you're building with each other. And then if you do separate or get a divorce, you're going to be like, well, I did this and I did that. And without this, you couldn't do this. And there's going to be a lot of emotional tearing down and putting down. And that's why a lot of women lose their self-esteem when they build with a man, because they built and got very little from it while the man got more. Because naturally, when you see a couple and you see someone that has a really nice lifestyle, you automatically think that's all the man. No one ever really gives the woman the credit unless they really know. Like when they see a man pull up in front of his house in a nice car, like, oh, he's got money. Not, oh, his wife must be rich, or his wife must have money, or his wife must have helped him build this. Men get most of the credit for the lifestyle that you built. That's why he ends up usually taking that credit and using it to find or, fund other people's life, or find a younger woman and leave you and sell the house, split it. You get to live in a house half the value as the one that you built. So you need to start thinking, stop building with these men and start getting this money and have them build for you. That's it. So let's, for example, let's say like you don't help a man build. He's a provider and it's time for divorce. You gonna get half the house that you never built or paid for, or the whole house. You're going to benefit. You see what I'm saying? But if you build the house, you're going to have to downsize unless your money is increased enough. And then, whatever. But what I'm saying is you're going to lose instead of gain. So provider, like women who build, usually lose in divorce rather than gain. And that's all. So you need to think about that too. Even if you plan on never getting divorced, that's fine. But at the same time, you also need to realize that you're making him look good to the next woman and not the other way around. You're not looking good to the next man because you're tired from working and building up your man to look good for other women, and you're taking care of the house that y'all built, trying to pay these bills, trying to make sure you don't get sick because you can't afford to take off because you got to pay half these bills and stuff like that. You're going to age yourself prematurely compared to this man who's working half as much as he should to be providing, 100% for you, or at least 99%. So you're under undue stress trying to raise family, have kids, and worry about if your man is flexing with your money somewhere, driving a car he can't afford, pulling up to a house he can't afford by himself. Why are you doing this, ladies? Don't live like that. I don't know why. I think people are such, I think they're so much smarter than this, but they just want to look like they have more than what they have. Do you really have that if you don't have it alone? And, are you able to start your own business if you want to, or are you stuck in a rotation of jobs because you have to pay bills on time? You don't have the time to go out and be creative and start your own business if you want to, or whatever, because you can't take time off because you're building with a man. Your life's supposed to get easier when you get married, not harder. Y'all keep forgetting. If your life got harder when you got married, you married wrong. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
One of the worst things you can do to your love life is feel bad for a grown man. Feeling bad leads to behaving like his mother. You are not his mother. You are looking to be a wife, a spouse, a queen, a goddess. This feeling bad crap happens all the time. People become attracted to men that they fantasize about rescuing, projects. They want to inspire these men to be better. Guess what? Men inspire themselves to be better when they fall in love for a woman. When they see a woman they want, they themselves will put themselves together. It is not your job to mother him back. Save that mothering energy for your son, for your child. He's not looking to be in a relationship with his mom, and the fact that you think you need to go put this man back together shows a lack of self-worth. You're worthy of a man who is inspired himself by you to be your dream man. You don't need to go in there with your surgeon tools and put him back together. He'll do that himself when he's the man for you, and you're worthy of that. Don't be his mom. Be a queen, be a goddess, and wait for the man that comes prepared or puts himself together for you.
A man and you help build a man, it's harder for the man to just take off and leave.
Says the man who cheated on his ex-wife with his current wife. Says the man who used and abused his ex-wife when he was broke and didn't have a pot to piss in. She held him down. Whole time he was cheating on his ex-wife with his current wife. So right now, his current wife, who was his former mistress, didn't have to lift a finger to help him build shit. His current wife slid in right in time as his career was skyrocketing and his pockets were fattening. His current wife is enjoying the fruits of his labor. He dogged the fuck out of his ex-wife, the woman that helped him when he had no money in his pockets. This advice he's giving to women is purely hypocritical of him. I digress.
Men never pick the woman that did so much for them. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you didn't build this man up, help him with his resume, help him get a job, help him build a business, help him flip his money, help him when he didn't have no credit, help him raise his children on some you wasn't nobody before I met you type of thing, thinking that you're going to get a return on your investment or somehow this man's going to be indebted to you and do right by you because you helped him with all his... He's not, okay? This is the same man that will go and find a woman who's not doing half of the things that you're doing and give her the sun, the moon, and the stars because she makes him feel like a man. It's just what it is. He didn't ask you to do all of that. And do you think he want to look at you and think like, oh, this woman helped me build my life? He's not your child, right? It just never works out like that. So do me a favor and save your time, your money, okay? And all of your energy, because it just never rolls around like that, baby. Either he's gonna be like, thank you, peace out, or he's gonna be like, I didn't ask you to do all of that. I didn't ask you to do all of that. It is gonna be a conflict of interest.
So I've been married and divorced 3 times. And I'm going to share something with you regarding building your spouse or your partner up. If your spouse, your partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever is not adding value to your life, if they're not sowing time, energy, and money into you, you should absolutely not build that person up. Because what's going to happen is once they drain you of all of your energy, all of your time, all of your finances, they're going to up and they're going to get ready and leave you because now they feel like they deserve something better than you. Because keep in mind, they weren't also sowing into you so that you could develop and so that you could get to the next level alongside them. They've been draining you of your energy and your time and your money so that they can elevate above you. And once that person gets above you, then they're going to think that they deserve something better than you. Because 9 times out of 10, not only have you been sowing your energy into that person and sowing your money and your time into that person, they've also acted like a weight around your neck. So now you're not even the person that you were when they met you. You are lower. You're only a shell of what you used to be because that person has successfully drained and transferred all your energy, sometimes including your very personality, into themselves. And now they're going to take all that and they're going to go out and they're going to get the person that they feel that they now deserve, now that they've drained you of your time, your energy, and also your personality. So be very mindful when you are sowing into somebody else. And I'm definitely not saying that you should not be in a partnership where both of y'all are sowing into each other or giving your time and your energy and elevating one another. But you should never put yourself in a position where it's just a one-way street. Not a healthy relationship. Learn from my mistake so you don't have to go through it.
Once again, in conclusion, if you are a woman who is out here in 2024 thinking that you need to build with your man or build your man up and he's going to return the favor, please stay far away from me. Me and you are like oil and water. We are not the same. Y'all not like me. I can't do you. Like, ladies, we are on to bigger and better things in 2025. It's so many things that we're out here having to battle in 2025 with this government. And y'all are still on these low level build up the black man. For what? Build them up. They're about to try to put us back in chains again. And y'all are talking about building with the... What? Y'all been talking about building with the black man since we got off the plantation. They're trying to put us back on it as we speak. And y'all are still talking about building with them. Y'all know how many hundreds of years ago that was when they got off the plantation? Do y'all know that like in the 2000s that they were still on plantations in Texas in these prisons still making them pick cotton? Like, y'all stop playing. Stop playing. Ladies, that's all I got. Get down in the comments and let me know, have y'all ever built a bear? I have never built a bear in the store or in real life and don't plan on it. If I had daughters, me and her would have to fight if I ever saw her trying to build a bear. But I don't have daughters. So, and if my sons get girlfriends and bring them home, they might not want their girlfriends to talk to mama because I will tell her, yeah, you know, do not help him do anything. That's just the type of mama I am. But ladies, I will talk to you later. So get down in the comments and let me know what you thought about this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you very much for joining me. Bye.